You can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that he's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now? Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake! Well, we're at... This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is Kale. I'm a trained... Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything, really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Oh, that's Master's... before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more... Whoops!
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. I'll get it for you once I am finished here.
Sorry, Master.
Now, the guide to Avidia Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board, but if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly. So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training in meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as Spirit Borneal to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the Spirit Borneal I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense? Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences, or did you see anything while unconscious? Kale? Let the others know to stop.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days.
Yes, Master Tainari. Wait, hold on a second.
Sure. Let me fill you in. I originally planned to send...
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation based on what you saw. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing... So even though the rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas, if for now, I suggest you continue... Good. Now, continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? But Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord... hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's a... What's weird? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be? Well, if he misjudged your condition... Huh? You mean that... Oh, Paimon... Well, that's... But it seems like asking Tighnari might not be an option anymore. What a good idea! Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
All right, next let's see your right hand. Not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful, understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master...
Look, Kale, today's...
But I have a vision too!
Don't talk... there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since what...
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible.
Tighnari, we're ready to head out.
Got it! I'll be right there! All right, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count on me. So, Kale, Tighnari mentioned cleaning the statue just now? Well, forest, we handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying road. As for Master, today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps. Paimon, Traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual. Protect us. Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. No problems with this lamp. Good. The statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there... Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you. Paimon will fly up with you and help you... by the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like? That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali? Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro? Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred according to what Masters told me. The sages later to celebrate the Well, and that... Huh? You're not... Yeah, I'm from... Maybe it's... No, it's... because... Wait, Amber? You mean... Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me, but there's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call if you ask me. So, well, after I returned to Sumer in one letter, I knew you too. Yep. So, I wish I could tell you. That's all right. You've already... Oh, I'm happy. So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story. Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right? All right, you both have my thanks. I'm not a very good climber. I'll go check the facilities up ahead. At it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? You might be right. The statue does look kinda old. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below. Nice work! That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale. Kale, we're back! Welcome back! Yay, food! Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show... I prepared a nice portable dish. No! You dropped it on the ground! Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine. Those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Kale.
thank goodness you...
Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the rest.
Yay!
Oh!
So, Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but he's never said anything.
No, I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, but Master declines their offers. See, Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking. In fact, Master...
Really? Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the Paimon still kinda upset though.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little, but it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, "Why, oh, what?"
Hey! Don't! Hey! Now even Kali's... that...
No! Don't touch me!
Oh, sorry, Kale.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden?
Traveler, you've returned.
Yep, we're back! Have you seen...
Oh,
Oh,
Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari, what are you doing here?
I came to check on...
You mean she's sick?
No need. Kale has been more... I suppose...
So, Tainari... Shh.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, so just to clarify, well, because Kale, and honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she
So Tighnari...
Right. Ever since she was a child...
Elazar?
Yes. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas in its final stages. The disease...
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she... With appropriate... Nevertheless...
What?
It appears... Anyway, I have no idea how this... However, Kale is a Oh, by the way...
She doesn't need to...
Well, Kale once thought that...
Don't worry, Tighnari.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. Though I must admit, she was interested in her stamina has gotten much worse. Alright, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients.
Yeah,
Alright, but I'm...
No problem!
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as the Nilotpala lotus. It's often used...
Hey, Tighnari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilotpala lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. The Nilotpala lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Cowpelata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, and is completely contrary to its name.
Oh! Okay then. New Tapaimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tighnari.
If you could manage to... We'll rendezvous here.
Alright, we've gathered enough Nilotpala lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tighnari.
Let me have a look. I'm glad you two...
Hey, Tighnari!
Oh, Tighnari, someone's gone...
Let's go find out what's going on.
Tighnari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at
What's going on?
We just discovered a...
The withering is back? Can you tell me...
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks...
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry.
No one in our patrol...
Okay, I understand.
Wait, Tighnari!
You two have only just... There's a unique time. The affected areas...
Yes, as Amir said.
That's right. Only someone with a vision can venture within a but you don't seem to care...
Don't worry, he may...
Seems the rumors about you were true then. We typically only... Stop. Don't move any further. Look there, in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the withering. All right, Traveler. We're gonna have to enter that withering zone. Thank you. But I must warn you, don't push yourself, even with elemental... You ready then? Let's go. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone. Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Dawn, break forth!
Now! Destroy the tumor of the withering! Yes, thanks to you two. It's that obvious. Recently, if that simply meant more work. For instance, this presents, and most disturbingly, as...
Huh? But why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received no, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. Oh, by the way, Irminsul is I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago, but even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time, until a cure is found. All right, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did...
The Withering Zone you reported has been taken care of. Huh? Wait, is that... Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia.
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it. Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Well, I'd prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? be okay this time, Tainari.
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that he would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw when you were unconscious? That's correct. Those weren't because what you saw is of my forefathers were. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, when you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneal are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment. Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her, and she'll answer any questions you may have. No, I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Yesterday, a total of 5 dusk birds flew by.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. Hello? Hypatia? Hey! Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area. Hypatia, are you alright? There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water for... Huh? Wait, why does it look super foggy outside? Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we? Really? Oh, maybe you're right. something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind. Let the show begin. Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change? Look at you, Boozle!
Flames, purge! Lay waste to the wicked!
Yeah! What's this? La 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 la.
Dawn, break forth!
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute! Hey! What's the matter? You don't look so good!
we meet again, traveler.
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting.
Go Diana Special!
Here! Here!
Lay waste to the wicked!
It's futile!
I'll protect us. Pew
Here!
Dawn, break forth!
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your sister. Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial? Her Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence, the bonds of... But don't you fret now. Today...
What do we do? Oh, there she is! Well, the good news is that she's still anyways. Whoa! Wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to...
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean...
Oh? So you're...
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange...
No, I actually do, but you needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia...
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and at that very moment, in my curiosity, I began to walk. It wasn't until I...
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them near... I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. Yes, no doubt about... Sorry about that. Sounds like just...
Well, if somebody... Alright, we're up, Traveler. Today's menu will...
sounds... Are you already finished? Are you already finished?
All done! Let's use... Oh, it...
Are you already finished? Even though everything you mentioned was in Tighnari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the Academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon... Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense.
That was primarily due to his body. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn ale would cause adverse effect. Not to worry, though. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon. But I must admit...
Whoa!
As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their which is why I'm... If only my... I am currently... Sages have said that's why we...
Whoa.
Of course I do. However, I believe that being... But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the...
What's so strange about that?
Well, it's...
Huh.
Yes. The sages say that wisdom Yes. If the fact that the people... I was born into it. I studied hard. But then, it was incredible. Back then.
So...
Sorry. If you two are... There's no need to be...
Now that we know Hypatia is alright...
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to bear. I understand. As Sage Kaj.
Keep your emotions.
Sage Kaje, I am merely... I see.
Tainari.
And what exactly...
You'll know once.
And, do you mean... If that's the case...
Tainari!
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Tainari, what?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City, but all that can wait.
It was quite the...
Very good.
That's right!
Sorry,
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. Oh, how about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Amorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the academia that utilizes the legacy. Needless to say...
Great! Next up! That's right! Tainari, we have something...
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, she knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tainari. All right, let's...
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
I've been waiting for you two.
Thanks for waiting here just to see it.
Don't worry about me. And, but I guess now...
There's no need to We're probably still...
Thank you.
Oh?
It's my recipe for...
Yay! Thanks!
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both... Well then, trainee force...
We should prepare while we can, then make a preemptive strike against the enemy. Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move. Every course of action has its risks. Be careful. Every course of action has its risks. Be careful. Every course of action has its risks. Be careful. Every course of action has its risks. Be careful.
I only take orders from my employer.
All my goods come directly from the palace of Alcazarzarin.
I only take orders from my employer.
All my goods come directly from the palace of Alcazarzarin.
Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move. We should prepare while we can, then make a preemptive strike against the enemy. We should prepare while we can, then make a preemptive strike against the enemy.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival. Here are your Akasha terminals. Please handle them with care.
It kinda looks like a leash.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let's give it a try. Ahem. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom. Whoa! Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing! It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it! Oh, that'll come in real handy!
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that... Okay, next, let's... Oh, come on! Paimon's brain is... Oh, smart idea! But what are you going to ask it? Huh. You Uh-oh. He's from Sumeru. Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully he's at home. Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me.
Great, he's...
What? Please, there's no...
Here, this...
Oh, let me see. Oh, ooh, what a relief. You two nearly scared the life out of me. So you two just have some questions for me? Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what is it you two would like to know?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? So...
What? You too?
Well, as I said, all I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never...
Huh.
The Dendro Archon is...
Aw, but...
No need to worry just yet. I'm only... And besides, in this world, there will... Take me, for example. Don't mention it. If you two... Hey, come on!
Oh, Paimon's expect... So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here! Huh? Like who? Oh, you're right!
This, don't forget that. Yes, we must document everything.
Watch out for pickpockets. How can my own brother say something like that about me? It's
Once
plain
again,
hurtful.
I think I'm gonna overshoot this month's budget.
To make it as a small business, you have to accept a little less profit and sell a little more product.
Watch out for pickpockets. How can my own brother say something like that about me? It's plain hurtful.
Once again, I think I'm gonna overshoot this month's budget.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild...
We want to meet with Lesser Lord...
You two wish to meet... I apologize.
Aww.
Please do not worry. In Sumeru, they take on an Eremite brigade.
Core of
Supposedly, Asfand. If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him. You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
Alright, off to the Citadel of Razor we go!
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
It's nice to meet you, Oscar.
I see. So, Catherine's the one. Ha! It's true that the Eremites network is vast, but even I can't help you meet...
Wait, seriously? That's it?
Afraid so. The Eremites... We originally came from the dead. It isn't just us.
Oh? Why's that?
Just take the Academia. In their eyes, she was... Because of the Academia's not to mention that...
Really?
Ha! But who knows?
Alright, well,
No problem.
Seems Osfond was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who—
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord—
Whoa, really?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, panicked by what he heard, the man journeyed in despair. He thought,
Okay,
and then, at that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, OwO Archon Seeker. Along your journey, we were in—
Yeah, Dunyarzad.
Of course. So I'm terribly sorry, but it seemed—
Hey, wait! What? It looks like they're searching—
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a
did she have—
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she—
yeah, she went—
Quick, after her!
We should prepare while we can, then make a preemptive strike against the enemy.
Why isn't it working? I don't get it.
The sight of shiny jewels always brightens my day.
This new shipment of items, they're also ridiculously overdesigned. So is now.
Why isn't it working? I don't
The
get
sight
it.
of shiny jewels always brightens my day.
We should prepare while we can, then make a preemptive strike against the enemy.
Am I trying too hard?
Things can't go on like this.
Am I trying too hard?
Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move.
Am I trying too hard?
Things can't go on like this.
Huh? Ta-da! No! Oh, fine. Huh?
Things can't go on like this.
Am I trying too hard?
Lizardtail, Pepper, Starconch. What else do I need to create the most dreadfully disgusting cocktail? I wasn't waiting for you. I just happened to be resting.
Things can't go on like this.
Am I trying too hard?
That stretch feels good.
Things can't go on like this.
Am I trying too hard?
Things can't go on like this.
I wasn't waiting for you. I just happened to be resting. Dunyarzad! We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
Really? Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I believe there's still more of them out there looking for me. Uh-oh, looks like there are some coming this way.
Huh?
No, wait, Okay, sounds good.
All right, let's move out.
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Wait a sec. Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
And if I refuse to go with you?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you
Hey! Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want to go back.
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. I have to answer to them.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that much.
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was also telling me it's the right thing to do. And knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt ya. For the sake of those who love you, don't be stubborn.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits, and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, the only people being stubborn right now are my parents. And I know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or not. They still won't accept reality. And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time already. This should be old news to you. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. But there's someone else in this world I'm also grateful to. Because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same I have for my parents. This is my life and my last chance.
My lady, are you
Yes, I'm sure.
Fine. I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination, not because I agree with you.
Thank you, Dia.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Today's little excursion costs, since this definitely won't be your last. So, I'll let you hire me.
Okay, deal.
Yay! Looks like...
I'm fine.
My lady, stop trying.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't...
Sure, after you rest...
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayan.
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as... but please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Yeah, we're...
How about our charcoal-baked Agelena cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass. Hey, come on! Paimon has personal preferences too, you know. Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost...
Well, remember...
Huh?
Yes, it was when I was a child. I was stuck inside, and my younger self no longer. Then one night, at that moment, and it...
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
How do I explain?
Really?
Of course.
Wow.
Dunyarzad.
What?
Huh?
Then... oh. Then... After that, the voice said, although my body was beyond my window, once I finally made it, but I know that that voice wasn't a fig. Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. I've been hoping for...
What's this?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. I heard everyone, but because of the Academia active, maybe they see Lesser...
Aww.
It is. It's sure the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zero's festival to this day, but I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never able to contribute. But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord. I gave her my savings.
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen to be Nilu? The one who said...
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms.
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much Mora prepared, so I had Nilu sell one of my skirts. I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today, and see how things are coming along. Dia.
Sure. That's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
No, that would be too much, even for you.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk...
But of course. Nilu will be thrilled to hear... Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, Dunyarzad. It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side now.
Not completely.
Oh, and who are these two?
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City and are looking for...
So you're followers from another land? That's wonderful. You two absolutely mustn't miss the Sub-Zero's festival. By the way, Dunyarzad, We've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do. Do you still have enough Mora?
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
Wow!
Not bad.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. We reported it to the Academia many times.
Oh, probably because
the Academia looks down on performers like us. We can't let that happen, though. Thank the Dendra Archon for Dunyarzad. With the Mora she gave us, we hired the stage is going to be...
And I can't wait to see what...
Nilou, what did...
She'll be dancing the
Dunyarzad.
I only told them about...
Okay. According to legend, some of the gods, as she danced up those brilliant purple flowers, of course they did, although they aren't around anymore, though we're just tiny.
Nilou, you of all people... Yeah.
Thinking about the god, if my stage were...
all of Lesser Lord...
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea! Hey, come on!
So how about we all attend the Sub-Zero's festival together?
Dunyarzad, everyone at the Grand Bazaar...
In that case, we'll...
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes look so funny? Are you an Outlander? Did you know that the Sub-Zero's festival is about to happen? There'll be loads of fun things to do at the festival. But the best part...
Nilou, your outfit... Wow, did you sew all that yourself?
Uh-huh. Of course.
On the stage, one must act with gumption.
Ah, dancing as a child. My grandmother Sub-Zero.
Revamping the stage for the fest. I don't know much about... Oh, and the perfume sold... I mean...
In my opinion, Juice is the best stall in the whole bazaar.
Things are real. Don't be fooled into thinking. And when it comes...
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like... Catherine! Huh. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon! What's shaken?
Whoa. Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Sure. But take you.
Well, we enjoy.
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometime.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently?
No, not particular. Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumeru City thanks to you.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here.
There's something really different about Catherine today.
Hey, Traveler.
Oh, hey, Dia.
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for...
Are you serious?
It might not necessarily pan out. My lady...
Sounds like a plan. Let's head over to the Citadel of Rexar and wait for Dia.
Welcome. Get your spices here. We've got all kinds.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some... Anyway, I guess I should...
You sure sound
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Look, Dia's blushing.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way... Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here?
I take it you...
We met this morning.
No kidding.
Rookshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage since you
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft?
Just recently, the
Let me fill you in. The Academia the Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Sumeru City and heading south along the river. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia...
If you're also in...
Count me out. I've got... And take it from me. If you two really do, there are even some extremists...
You bet they are.
Not everyone's like you. Well, Traveler...
Thanks, Dia. Since we've gathered all...
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both. Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zeru's Festival.
show begin. Yeah!
That's close.
Happy to oblige.
You want this one? I'll be back.
Flames! Purge!
Let's dance! Pew pew! Look at you!
I suppose this will do.
Dawn, break forth!
Let the show be. I'm a rock.
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care?
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly. We know that when Paimon doesn't get it. Well,
Welcome. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted. Sure, you see over there? Those are students from the act. They've been looking worried and miserable, if you ask me.
It's no good. There's been a lot of fun, especially the group that's... They're called Wait, come again? Don't you see? They're usually pretty... I've heard that Wait, did you... I wouldn't worry too much.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
whoa! Did you hear that? So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they... Oh, all right.
Want to buy some spices? We have all the
Hello
usuals,
there, my
but at
friend.
affordable prices.
You must have brought us together.
place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of more this time.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money?
Yeah, with...
Huh. All these guys...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it? Huh? What is this, some kind of joke?
Oh! Sorry! He must have grabbed the wrong amount! Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Paimon can't stand to see so much more ago. But there's no other choice right now.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret just now.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the more... As you can see, years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our... King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom.
So, you mean the...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes! That shameless wretch destroyed... Furthermore, she conspired with... But the story doesn't end there, oh no. King Desh... Mark my word. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard...
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly...
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like...
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Tevat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would... Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future. Consider this. Have I ever
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for—
Mr. Iman.
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa! Did you see that? He not only got us our move, plus he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up. He went that way! After him!
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future. All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses!
Who exactly are you two? A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do.
Huh? Oh, yeah!
He doesn't even have a vision.
Maybe not, but
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If we'll reconvene at the appointed time by the You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some...
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct.
That's,
It's essentially a They were created as but despite strict over the past century. Meanwhile, well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Talk to the bartender if you want a drink.
Everyone should check out Zubair Theater.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find, unlike the peddlers, she's guarded against. I think she become one of
Why do you want us to meet?
Until you complete this task. You two are out beyond the password, though.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora, and I'll prepare some fun.
What?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They...
Try inspecting them with
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge that's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration using elementals.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any mora left over, oh, and be sure to exercise.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an open discussion then.
Wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
That's enough work for today.
Talk to the bartender if you want a drink.
Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move.
Welcome. Talk to the bartender if you want a drink. Talk to the bartender if you want a drink. Talk to the bartender if you want a drink.
Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move.
If you want a drink. Talk to the bartender if you want a drink. Welcome. Talk to the bartender if you want a drink. Welcome.
Every course of action has its risks. Be careful.
Talk to the bartender if you want a drink. Talk to the bartender if you want a drink.
Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move.
Talk to the bartender if you want a drink. Talk to the bartender if you want a drink. Talk to the bartender if you want a drink. Welcome.
Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move.
Talk to the bartender if you want a drink. Talk to the bartender if you want a drink.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on...
What a unique palette. We have...
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Roanoke, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You too. Please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch.
ship deserves the best maintenance.
No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Hold on. That's not right.
I'm sorry, but as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill your order. Why don't you two think things over?
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper that Al-Haytham gave us.
Before I retrieve your... Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Hold on. That's not right.
I'm sorry, but as...
He's cautious of us. Let's take a...
Before I retrieve your... Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot, it's the Matra! Run!
What? The Matra? Where? Al-Haytham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. He ran that way! Look, he's over there! Hey! If you're hiding from the Rishbalan tiger, come this way! Another password! Huh? Oh, that voice came from
Here, over here. You can stop running now.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier.
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, but it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything.
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be—
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much more they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business. We don't need any of that. So that's why it's your first time here. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all—
Ah, yes! Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra—
What kind of product? Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology.
Yeesh.
Who would want— Or how about with this one, you can become an—
Ooh, now
2 million Mora.
Whoa!
Of course, you are free.
Alright, let's try the method that Alhaitham mentioned.
You've really got a good head on your shoulder.
We'll take these, please and thank you.
My, oh my. You listen.
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million. But all the canned knowledge— Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful.
Excellent. Then please—
Hold on a second.
Oh, but my—
Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again. So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient runes. Oh, how about this one? Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your Mora to Dory and doors will open.
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
True history is sometimes even more exciting than legend.
Trust me, I'll find you your perfect color.
Ha, you two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Whoa, there's so many people from the academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wikela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty damn...
Relax.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge cap?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the
In that case, a short while ago...
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you...
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the Divine Knowledge Capsule truly is. As you know, several brigades, I agreed to forego. However, they adamantly believe.
So you kept hound?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brig to ensure the capsule secure. Unless I know whose hand... Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue...
In other words, you wanted us to...
Yes, you can say that. The day after tomorrow, if I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay.
Haytham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it.
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
I thought Sumeru would be different, but nope, everywhere's the same.
I didn't do anything. So why are you constantly being watched?
I thought Sumeru would be different, but nope, everywhere's the same.
I didn't do anything.
why am I constantly being watched?
Let's take a moment to rest and plan our next move.
I thought Sumeru would be different, but nope, everywhere's the same.
I didn't do anything. So why am I constantly being watched?
I thought Sumeru would be different, but nope, everywhere's the same.
I didn't do anything.
I'll trade you.
So why am I constantly...
All right. This place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Sword fighting techniques.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. One before using this knowledge capsule, and one after. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry. I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any confounding effects.
Wow! Haytham! You must have been one of those guys at the academia who got top grades on everything. Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right? So, why are you risking getting caught by the Matra for this capsule?
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, Most cases can... All right, let's begin.
Dawn, break forth!
All right. The next step is hold it in your hand. I'll...
It's great that there hasn't been a sea monster attack in a long time.
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this... Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
Every course of action has its risks. Be careful.
Hey, how are you feeling? You mean that
All right. Time for round 2. Now, I'll start.
Oh, hey, Thumb. How's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
Wait, how much? Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk.